Hello, welcome back to UGC NET Exam Prep. In this lecture, we are going to continue Unit 7, that is management topic, and we are going to talk about how brand management works, what is brand equity and factors of brand equity. So, first of all, yes, now let us look at how brand management actually works. Yes. So, the very first point over here is defining brand identity. Now, this is creating the look of the brand. There is a certain look of the brand, a feeling of the brand, and personality of the brand. Each brand is different from the other brands. The main elements of the brand is its brand name, its unique brand name, the logo of the brand, tagline of the brand, the various colors and fonts which the brands use. One brand differs from the other brand because of all these main elements, key elements. Now, what is the purpose of this defining brand identity is that it reflects the brand mission. What is the brand mission? Right. Wait a minute. Yes, what is the brand mission? It reflects the brand mission, the values, the norms of the brand, and how it is going to connect with the target audience. For example, Apple is having a minimalistic logo that represents innovation plus simplicity. Whichever consumer is going to purchase the Apple products, they will be driven towards innovation and they will want more simplicist or sleek products. Now, what is the importance of this defining brand identity? That it creates a clear brand identity which is going to align with all the marketing activities, and it creates a lasting impression in the minds of the customers. Now, the second point holding over here is brand strategy development. Now, what is the goal over here? The goal here is to create a long-term plan to grow and position the brand in the minds of the customers. The various important aspects over here is targeting the audience. Right, who is the brand actually trying to reach? Who his target audience is? Next point is brand positioning, that how the brand is positioning itself with respect to the different competitors in the marketplace. For example, Nike positions itself as a brand for athlete who actually seek excellence. So, whichever products is being purchased by the consumers of Nike, they seek that they are fetching the products of excellence. Now, what is the main messaging over here is that the brand wants to communicate to the customers. Value proposition is being delivered to the customers. A result of this will be that there will be well built strategy that is going to keep the brand relevant in the market space, consistent and competitive. The third point over here is implementation of brand communication. Now, how a brand actually talks to its audience through various types of marketing equipments like advertising. Next is social media marketing, public relations, and the key principles over here is consistency. Like same message will be given to the customers across all its various platforms. For example, if a brand promotes sustainability, then all its communication that is done through the various ad proposals or the social media post, the influencers which are being hired by the consumers, all these are going to display that what the actually brand is wanting to communicate with its target audience. And the various press releases, all this shows value for the customers, whichever brand they are actually connecting with. Next point is brand performance monitoring and evaluation. So after implementation of a brand strategy, it becomes very crucial to regularly track down how well is actually the brand doing. Now the various tools over here would be like brand awareness, how actually the consumers are aware regarding a brand which they are purchasing. Right, then customer satisfaction, how well the customer is satisfied after receiving a product or services from the customer. Next is market share, how much of the market the brand is actually holding in the market space. So whole lot of share that is not going to be held on by the consumers. There is a certain portion that the marketer, that the market and its various persons who are selling the products to the customers, they are going to hold. So what is the market share, what small portion of the market the brand is actually holding? These are the key performance indicators. Then we have the periodic analysis. So by analyzing all these key performance indicators, brands can see what is actually working in the market space and what are the areas which needs improvement. For example, if customer satisfaction is very low in the market space, then the brand may need to improve its customer service or product quality. So this regular monitoring of the market allows the brand to adapt to the market issues, then fix the consumers issues, resolve the consumers problem, or take advantage of new trends and opportunities which is coming up in the market space. Right, now let us move on to the next point, that is managing brand equity. So managing brand equity means taking care of the brand's reputation, taking care of the brand goodwill. A good space have to be created into the mind of the customers, whoever is purchasing that product. So this is the work of the marketeers who are displaying or who are pitching their products to the customers. The next is customer loyalty, how customers are loyal towards a particular brand after taking the product or service of that brand, and what is the market value over the period of time. So first under this would be building strong customer relationship. So brands need to connect emotionally with the customers and they need to build trust over the period of time. For example, the loyal Apple customers who are loyal towards the Apple products, or the Nike users, they stick with the brand because they feel that they are being valued, their thought process are being taken into consideration. Right, next point is managing the high quality. So this always offer reliable and high quality product or services to the customers. This builds a good reputation and it increases the customer trust over the period of time. So all these points, that is building strong customer relationship, maintaining high quality of the products that the customers are going to receive, all these helps to increase the brand equity, brand reputation and goodwill is being increased. Then next point is adapting to changes and feedback which is being received from the customers. So brands must listen to the customers' feedback from time to time and they need to adjust according to the new trends in the market space. So if this is not done, then they risk losing relevance and customer loyalty is being lost. So in short, if we say, then managing brand equity involves maintaining quality, maintaining consistency over the period of time, adapting, understanding the customer's needs and preferences, and building lasting long-term relationship with the customers, all of which give a brand a strong positioning in the mind of the customers, and it is going to help the marketeers in the longer period of time if they position themselves in a well structured manner, right? So this is all how a brand actually works in the market space. Now let us move to the next topic, that is brand equity. Now what is the meaning of this brand equity? So first of all, we are going to look into the meaning of brand equity. Now, brand equity is the extra value a brand adds to its product and the services which is being offered to the customers. Now, how can we identify that a brand equity is being offered? This is that how the customers think, how they feel, and how they actually act towards the brand. So it shows up in things like the higher prices will be there of the product. Instead of that, even if the brand is giving their products at a much higher prices, the customers are willing to fetch the products. So it shows that brand is holding a good reputation in the market space. This will even lead to a larger market share and better profits of the company for the future period of time. Like we can take the example of Apple and Nike, they can even charge more prices because people are going to trust that brand. People always like expensive product, but if they are worth paying that, then the consumers are willing to pay that prices for the brands even. Right. Now next is customer based brand equity. Now it shows how actually brand knowledge is going to affect the customer responses towards the marketing. Now there is two type of brand equity. Customer might have positive feelings towards the brand, or customer might have negative feelings towards the brand. So when people react favorably towards a brand's product just because they know and they like the brand. Likewise, or in the other hand, we can say that the consumers are having negative brand equity when people react poorly towards the brand, they have a bad response towards the brand, or they might have a poor past experience, whether they have got a certain product which was not of a good quality, or they might have a certain experience that was bad. So that has created a negative impact in the mind of the customers. For example, a customer may choose the Nike shoes over the unknown brand, even if they are getting similar products to the customers, just because the brand is much familiar and it is more trustworthy. Right. Next we have brand promise. Now what is this brand promise? This is the commitment a brand actually makes to its customers about what they are going to expect from that brand. Now who is going to create this type of brand promise? Definitely the promise is being created by the marketeers, because they are going to sell the products to the customers. They create a vision of the products towards the customers, and the customers now are in a position to judge if the brand is actually fulfilling that need or not based upon their real experiences. Now what is the importance of this brand promise? If the brand is actually keeping its promise, then that is going to build the trust of the consumers towards the brand, and it is going to create loyal customers. Loyalty will be improved over the period of time. So in simple words, if we say, then brand equity is equal to brand awareness, that how well people know about the brand, how much knowledge the consumers have regarding the brand, plus the brand knowledge, what they actually know or believe about the brand. Brand knowledge could be increased through various advertisement, through influencer market, social media marketing. Right, brand awareness could be created over the period of time. Then brand response, that how actually the consumers react towards the brand. That could be negative, that could be positive. Right, so this is the whole lot of brand equity, an introduction to brand equity. Now let us look at the next slide, which tells us about the factors that is going to determine the brand equity. Now here are the main factors. The first over here is brand awareness, that how well the consumers are going to recognize or recall a brand whenever they are going to purchase the product. The impact, what is the impact of this? That there will be high brand awareness that keeps a brand top of the mind for the customers. If more awareness of the products is being delivered to the customers, then there will be creation of higher brand awareness in the mind of the customers. Everything will be familiar. Whenever a consumer is going to fetch a product in the market space, then a thing will always click into the mind of the customers that this is the brand which I have been dealing with towards the days, and they are going to definitely purchase the product. Next is perceived quality. The meaning of this is what the consumers actually think about the overall quality of a brand's product or services. Right, the consumers are going to purchase the product. Now how the consumers are actually perceiving the products, how well the consumers think about the brand. Now what is the impact of this? That there will be higher perceived quality. If there is higher perceived quality, then there will be greater trust. The consumers are going to trust that brand more often, and there will be strong brand equity, strong brand goodwill will be created in the minds of the customers. For example, Toyota is known for reliability and durability of the products which it offers to its customers. This encourages the customers to even pay more whenever they are purchasing the product. Next point is brand loyalty. So the level of consumer commitment and repeated purchase behavior towards the brand, how much the consumers are going to go and purchase the same quality of products, same products in the market space. They need to stick towards a particular brand. So that is brand loyalty. Now what is the impact of this? That loyal customers actually stick with a brand even if others offer similar or cheaper alternatives. If I am getting a discount from a certain brand, if I am regularly going, then it is definitely that I am going to stick towards that particular brand. Right. The last point over here is brand association. Now, what is the meaning of brand association? This means the feelings, the images, the ideas and the experiences that the customers connect with the particular brand, how well they are being connected with a particular brand. That could be emotionally, that could be practically. It is all based upon the marketeers and the brand which is offering the products. They are the source of communication. Now there could be positive associations, like that is going to lead to strong emotional appeal and higher preference of the customers. For example, Nike associated with motivation, sportsmanship and the iconic slogan, just do it. So whichever athlete is going to purchase the Nike product, they are driven towards excellence, they are motivated to do something in their life, because the motto, the slogan itself says that just do it, don't think much and just do it, right? So this is how actually the brand is going to associate, right? The brand is going to associate with the customers, and they can build stronger, healthy relationship over the period of time, which is ultimately going to reap benefits for the consumers and the business for the longer period of time. So all these factors, that is brand awareness, perceived quality, then brand loyalty, brand association, all these factors work together to determine that how strong actually a brand's equity is. A brand with high equity, which is having a higher goodwill in the market space, can definitely attract more loyal customers to the brand. They can keep existing customers loyal, they can retain the customers. More and more customers are going to come towards the product, they are going to stick towards the brand for a longer period of time. They can even want to charge more. If the brands are going to charge more, even in that case the consumers are going to purchase the product, and it can grow a lot faster and outperform its other competitors in the market space. So it is a win-win situation for the brand if they are building a good brand equity. If the consumers are thinking about the brand in a positive manner, that is going to be a win-win situation for both the customers and the brand for a longer period of time. So this was all about today's lecture. Thank you. I hope you are liking the lectures. If you are having any sort of queries, then you can definitely comment that down. I would love to question all that queries. So once again, thank you. Let's meet in the next lecture very soon.